Hi, this is Mr. Lucas Southerton. Today I'm going to show you how to make a video in Tech Ed class using Windows Movie Maker. If you're in 6th grade, you have to make a video on how we made our cars. I took the video footage for you already and stuck it in a certain location. As with any project, it's important that you first read through all the paperwork. So if you have a paper that tells you what I'm looking for in these videos, read through all that before you go any further. But assuming you did read through it, let's get started. You're going to work with a partner, so you're going to want to log into the same computer every time. That's important. The footage that I collected already is at the following location. You'd go to this PC, and then to Home, and then to Shared, and then to Mr. Southerton Lucas, and then 6th grade video footage. Here we go. And depending on what section you're in, you'll select one of these. I'm just going to select from the example footage. So right here's all the footage. You can't upload from a network location in Windows Movie Maker. So it's important that you copy and paste all this to the videos folder on your own computer. So I'm going to select all this. I'm going to right click, copy. If you can't right click copy, you can always do Control C. So I'm going to hit Control on the computer, then C, which I did. That's copied. And then you're going to go to the videos folder. Right here it is, and paste it there. As you can see, I have a whole lot of videos already. I'm just going to make a new folder. Let's see, right click, new folder. I'll say car video footage. I'll double click to open that, and then right click paste, or I could do Control V to paste. So I'm going to hit Control on the keyboard and then V. And all that footage that I collected is now being taken from the network location to the videos folder on that particular computer. Again, in Windows Movie Maker, you cannot select videos from a network location. They have to be in this videos folder on your computer. This is a pretty random thing, but if you're using headphones, you have to plug your headphones into the green jack on your computer before you do the next step. It's a weird glitch, but if you start Windows Movie Maker without the headphones in, you will never have sound. So you have to plug in the headphones, and once your headphones are plugged in, you can do the next step. The program's Windows Live Movie Maker. I guess I can close out of this now. I'm going to go down here where it says type here to search, and I'm going to look for that program. So let's see, Windows Live, up there it popped up, Windows Live Movie Maker. So I'll double click on that to open the program up. One thing I really like about Windows Live Movie Maker is I think the program's really intuitive, meaning that I probably don't need to teach you how to do it. If you just kind of read the buttons and do what makes sense based on what the buttons say, you can figure it out. So for instance, if you want to upload videos, you go to add videos and photos. So I'm going to double click on this. I'm going to go to the videos folder where those were all saved. Right here it is, videos. And I think I created a folder. Where's that folder? Here we go, car video footage. And I'm just going to select all of these and hit open. By the way, a random thing, you can select all of them by dragging the cursor around all of them, or if I click on the first one and then hold shift on the keyboard, I'm holding shift, and click on the last one, you can see it selects all of them. I'm going to go ahead and hit open, and this will open all the videos into the program. Alright, so what's next? Let's see here. I'm just reading right through the assignment sheet. So we added the videos. Next, it's probably a good idea to save it. So I'm going to go to the drop-down menu right here and do Save Project As. I want you to save it under your number. So anytime you save things in my class, I want you to save it under your number. So you'd go to this PC, and you'd find your lunch number. That's my number. Your number will be different. Double click on that. And the name I want you to give it is, you'll put the year, so 2019. Then you'll put the word video. Then you'll put your section. Let's just pretend your section's, I don't know, 6-9. And then you put your name. So I'm going to say Mr. Southerton. And let's pretend my partner is Bob. Mr. Southerton and Bob. Remember, it's a partner project. And then I'd hit save. So that's saved. And then I can watch the videos and just, click on this and watch the videos. As you can see, I have 6 minutes and 54 seconds of footage, so I could watch through all this. This is your preview of what each scene is. There's something here where you can sort of like zoom in and like just makes it look longer, but it's actually not. I'm going to zoom this back out. If you want to delete scenes, let's say there's a scene that you don't think you need, let's just watch this scene here. Let's say I didn't want that scene, I would just hit delete on the keyboard. I hit delete on the keyboard, it's gone. I'm going to hit Control Z, that's undo. Let's take a look at this scene though again. So, another thing, you can move them around. So this painting video, see how it's painting? That should actually be at the end. If I just click here and move that to the end, that's probably a good place for it. Looks like somebody's cleaning a paintbrush there. Maybe I'll move that here. But you can move these scenes around. Maybe the first thing I want, it looks like there's a video here that just talks about the rules for the car. Now this is a really long scene. Let's say I want to keep this scene, but I don't want it to be so long. I can go to, so the scene is selected, I can go up to edit, and I can trim that scene. So I'm going to trim that. You'll see when I hit trim, I got some bars here. This scene is 16 seconds long. I don't think we have to look at a paper for 16 seconds. Let's say I just want, let's say that's all I want. I can take this bar here and drag it over. And let's watch this scene now. I could also trim from the beginning if I wanted. So let's say that's all the longer I want. I can go ahead and hit save trim and that will shorten the scene. By the way, your videos do have to be between 120 and 180 seconds. So you're going to have to do a lot of either deleting scenes or trimming scenes. Again, I don't want this to be a long video. Another thing you have to do is create a title. So I'm going to go to Home. And to create a title, I go to Title. Just click on that. And maybe you can call it whatever you want. How about making a car in Tech Ed? Let's go ahead and watch that. Now that's a long time to read that title. Let's say I want to shorten that. I'm going to double click on it. And right here it says duration 5 seconds. Let's just make that, 2 seconds. And see what that does. Let's watch it now. Alright, that's probably fine. Let's see. Home. One thing that I encourage you to do is add captions. So you're trying to communicate how to build a car in Tech Ed class. Maybe in this scene, I'm going to drag this thing over here. Maybe I'd go to about here and go to caption and say something like, be sure to read the directions. I'm just going to put that down here. If you want, you can change the font style and size and do things like that. Let's watch this from the top. Making a car in Tech Ed. Be sure to read the directions. Anyway, what else can I show you? Oh, credits. At the very end, you can go to credits. You'll notice it automatically gave some credits. You can list whatever you want. You can say, I don't know, directed and produced by, now of course I'm making this, I'm going to list my own name, Mr. Lucas Southerton, and whatever you want to put there is fine. Just think up what you think is important. I could say, video taped by, and list whoever that is. But you get the idea. Let's just go ahead and watch those credits a second. Okay, so I think that's pretty much it. Let's talk about music. You don't have to add music, but I'm going to go to Home. If I want to add music, I can go to Add Music. And it's going to take you to the music folder, which I have music in my music folder, but you probably won't because there's just none on your computers. What you're going to have to do is go to my shared folder again. So let's see. Just close out of this. I'm going to minimize out of this. I'm going to go to this PC, Home, Shared, Mr. Southerton Lucas, music that Mr. S can get permission for. Music is oftentimes copyrighted. You have to make sure you have permission from the copyright owner to use music. This is all stuff that I have permission to use. So for instance, these are two bands that I'm very familiar with. I actually have some brothers and sisters in these bands. They've given me permission to use their music. Let's say you like this track here. You're going to have to copy that to the music folder. Let's see. Paste. Looks like I actually already have it there. So I'll just say replace. And then I can go back here, go to music. And I have to get it from the music folder where I saved. I think there's the track 1. I can open that. And as you can see, the music is then laid out over top of this. So I don't think I don't know if you can hear that, but the music's there now. So the music's in it now, and I could just keep on adding captions and trimming scenes, and ultimately, again, the video has to be between 120 and 180 seconds. I think that's pretty much it. Have fun. The idea here is to learn. I want you to make this video as good as you can in the amount of time that I'm giving you. I don't know if you'll be able to get it perfect, but just keep on working to make it as perfect as you can with the time you're given. Anyway, have fun and good luck. Feel free to reference this video as often as possible throughout the making of the video. Make sure you save when you're done, file save project. I will say if you ever want to save this in a format that somebody else could see, maybe you wanted to save it and then, I don't know, copy and paste it to a flash drive so you could take it home to watch it, you would want to save the project. You would go to Save Movie, and you would save it using one of these, maybe standard definition or something like that, and would save it as a video then. Anyway, again, good luck and have fun.